UFC 208 Holm vs. Radamie is the first UFC card to be held in Brooklyn, and it will be headlined by the first women's featherweight championship fight in the history of the company. Former bantamweight champion Holly Holm hopes to add the 145-pound belt to her resume as she takes on Germaine de Randamie, while in the co-main event, former middleweight champion Anderson Silva faces Derek Brunson. The UFC 208 Holm vs. Radamie is coming up Saturday, February 11th, 2017 at 10 p.m. That's the main card at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And you can watch the preliminaries on UFC Fight Pass and the main card on pay-per-view. For the women's featherweight championship bout, Holly Holm vs. Germaine de Randamie. Holm, who's 10-2, has lost 2 straight as she was outpointed by Valentina Shevchenko in July, and that was after she was submitted by Miesha Tate for the bantamweight belt in March. Randamie, who's 6'3", has won 2 straight since losing to current bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes in November 2013. This should be a striking exhibition as Holm is a former boxer with kickboxing skills, and Randamie is a Muay Thai specialist. Randamie was 1-1 in Strikeforce as a featherweight, so she has experience here. Holm has boxed at 145 pounds before with varying success. Still, she has the championship pedigree, so Holm gets the edge here. Our pick for this fight is Holm. For the middleweight bout, Anderson Silva vs. Derek Brunson. Silva, who's 33-8 and won a contest, has 4 losses and a no contest in his last 5, although 2 were to former champion Chris Weidman, and 1 loss was due to injury. And his loss to light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier in July happened because Silva stepped in for the suspended John Jones at the UFC 200. Brunson, who's 16-4, had a 5-fight win streak come to a halt in November via TKO to Robert Whittaker. Brunson is very strong, and while Silva has the edge in technique, it appears that the former pound-for-pound king is past his prime. Our pick for this fight is Brunson. For the middleweight bout, Ronaldo Souza vs. Tim Boetsch. Souza, who's 23-4 and won a contest, better known as Jacare, scored a TKO win over Victor Belfort in May, while Boetsch, who's 20-10, knocked out Rafael Natal in November, his 2nd straight win. Souza is a grappling ace with knockout power, and he will stand with Boetsch, who has been stopped 7 times in his career. He will get stopped again by a rampaging Jacare. Our pick for this fight is Souza. For the light heavyweight bout, Glover Teixeira vs. Jared Cannonier. Teixeira, who's 25-5, was stopped by Anthony Johnson in August, while Cannonier, who's 9-1, moved down to 205 pounds in December and beat Ion Cutelaba. Teixeira would like to make a run at another title shot. He lost to John Jones in April 2014, but Cannonier looked very good at this weight with his speed and boxing ability. Look for him to cause an upset. Our pick for this fight is Cannonier. For the heavyweight bout, Travis Brown vs. Derek Lewis. Brown, who's 18-5-1, has lost 4 of 6 after a unanimous decision to Fabricio Verdum in September, and Lewis knocked out Shamil Abdurrahimov in December. However, Lewis did not look good in the split decision win over Roy Nelson prior to that, and he was losing against Abdurrahimov before his knockout. He needs a good performance against Brown, who is tough but is a step slow at this point. Our pick for this fight is Lewis.